Hello student, good morning student. How are you student? I hope you all are fine. Student, my name is Vijay Tarsariya. I am going to teach you mathematics in standard 7. Okay. So student, today in this video we are going to discuss about the data handling. Okay. One of your chapter is chapter number 3, data handling. Okay. Okay student, so today we are going to discuss about the data handling. Now when we discuss about the data handling, okay, so first we are going to discuss about the data. So now what is the data? Okay, so student, look here, in our life, okay, we know very information. Okay, so suppose I will ask you any question, so you will give the answer, and whatever answer you will give, that is our information. Okay, suppose I will ask how many students in the class. Okay, suppose you say, sir, 30 student, 35 student, 32 student, it is your answer, and that is our information. Okay, I will ask you any question. Okay, okay, today whatever suppose I am going to teach, that is also one type of the information. Okay, so when we see the information, okay, so we got many numbers in the information. Okay, so some information are in the form of the number, some information are the in the form of the alphabet. Okay, so what is the data? So data is the some information in the form of the numbers. Okay, suppose I will ask you about your height. Okay, what is your height? Okay, you said, okay, suppose my height is a 4 feet, some said 3 feet 5 inch. Okay, those all have the different answer. Okay, so when we get the information in the form of the numbers, this information is known as the data. Okay, now today we have to discuss about how to arrange a data. Okay, and we have to represent the data by the different graphs. Okay, okay student, the first we are going to discuss about the data we discussed already. Okay, so what is a collection of any information, but which type of the information? When the information is given in the form of the numbers, then it is known as the data. Okay, suppose we'll get the any data. Okay, suppose I will ask you about your marks in the last day. Suppose some say 10 marks, some say 20 marks, some say 25 marks. Okay, so whenever we write this data, it is known as the raw data. Okay, it is known as the raw data. Okay, now another type of the data is also there. It is known as the array data. So now what is the array data? Okay, because suppose here, look here, say suppose given a one factory is given. Okay, in the factory 30 workers are working, and they are working for how many hours? Okay, so some work for 6 hours, some work for 7 hours, some work for 8 hours, some for 9, some for 10. Okay, so from the 1 to total 30 we had written. Okay, so when we write this type of the data, this data is known as the raw data. Okay, so raw data means the when we write the data in a original form. Okay, now suppose given, look here, it is given a 6 7 7 8 9. Okay, but suppose we write in a which form? Ascending or descending form. Okay, suppose we will write first 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10. Okay, so this data is known as the which type of the data? Array data. This data is known as the array data. So when we arrange the raw data in the form of the ascending or the descending order, okay, so this data is known as the array data. Okay, so once we find the array data, so we can easily find the frequency of the data. So now one more question. So what is the frequency? Okay, so look here, suppose that this question, okay, 30 workers working in a company. Okay, for how much time? Okay, suppose look here, first worker has worked 6 hours, 7 hours, 7 hours. So how many workers have worked for the 6 hours? So look here, 6 1 2. Only how many workers are given? 2 workers. Okay, so what can we say? 2 workers work for 6 hours. So we can say frequency is the 2. Okay, now 7, how many times 7 given? 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 times. So what can we say? Frequency of the 7 hour is equal to 5. Okay, so 8 how many times given? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So what can we say? Frequency of the data is a 10. Okay, so now when we check how many times the observation, otherwise the data occurs. Okay, suppose 6 occur 2 times, 7 occurs 5 times, whatever time. Okay, that is known as the frequency. Okay, now when we get the frequency, so we can make a frequency distribution table. Okay, it is the one way to represent a table. Okay, when we have to represent the table, okay, so we have to use the frequency distribution table. Okay, so now what is the frequency distribution table? Okay, so when we have to represent the data in the form of the table. Okay, when we represent the data in which form? In the form of the table. Okay, for example this table. Okay, that is known as a frequency distribution table. Okay, so now when we write a frequency distribution table, so we need 3 things. First, information. So which information is given here? So look here, here what is given? The working hours of the 30 students. Okay, so first we'll write in the table working hours. Okay, after that we'll do a telemarks. Okay, then the number of the workers. Okay, so now we check the data. So minimum number is the 6 and maximum number is the 10. Okay, so between 6 to 7 is given, 8 is given, 9 is given, is the 10. So in the working hours we write like this: 6, 7, 8, 9 and the 10. Okay, now we have to do a tally marks. Okay, so we'll check the 6 how many time? 1, 2. So what we'll do, we'll draw the 2 line, 1, 2. Okay, 7 how many time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we will do? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw 4 line, and the fifth line we'll draw as a cross like this. Okay, so it is known as the 5. Okay, now 8 how many time given? 8, 10 time. So what we'll do? 1, 2, 3, 4. One line is a cross. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One line cross. Then 8. Okay, now 9. So 9 how many time occur? So 9 occurs 7 time. Okay, so what we'll do? 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 5. Then 6 and the 7. Okay. Next the 10. So 10 how many time occur? So 10 occurs 6 times. So what we'll do? 1, 2, 3, 4. One line to 5 and it is the 6. Okay. So now look here. It is the number of the worker. Means it is known as the frequency. So what is the frequency of the 6 are? 2. Frequency of the 7 are 5. Frequency of the 8 are 10. Frequency of the 9 are 7. Frequency of the 10 are is equal to 6. And total we see. So total is the 30. Okay. So when we represent the data in this form, in the form of the table, that is known as the frequency. Okay, so this table is also known as the frequency distribution table. Okay, got it, student? Okay, so in the next video we discuss about the how to represent the data by the bar. Okay, so student, what we discussed today? Okay, so first we discuss about the data. What is the data? Any information, we collect any information in the form of the numbers, it is known as the data. Okay, now when we write the data in a original form, it is known as the raw data. Okay, when we write the data in a which form? Ascending or descending order, it is known as the array data. Okay, now how many times the observation is occur? Okay, suppose any observation occur 5 times, any data occur 5 times, it is known as the frequency. Okay, and when we represent the data in the form of the table, so this table is known as the frequency distribution table. Okay, so I hope student you have got my video properly. Okay student, in the next video we discuss about how to represent the data by the graphs. Okay, thank you, have a good day.